Alright, hey guys, and welcome to SPINTIRES MUDRUNNER. I got this game a couple days after launch. Um, I went through all the levels with my friend. We guys just helped each other out, but we only did it on casual, and I decided to do a hardcore playthrough. Um, so I started the bog on hardcore, but I didn't record it, so I'm definitely gonna have to go back and redo that. But all these other levels I've not done on hardcore, so it's definitely going to be a little bit of a different experience. Um, I'm just going to start it up in multiplayer instead of single player in case some random wants to join me and help me out with the logging part of it. Um, just because single player it takes forever. These maps are pretty big and they take a while to complete by yourself. So if I have somebody else, then it'll be done a lot faster. Um, I'm gonna start with. I have to go with. Let's try Rhode Island. All right. So first thing I want to do is get the trucks all set up. So this is gonna have to be one of the. Well, actually, let's take a look at the map. Okay, so we got a garage down there. That's relatively easy to get to. So only one garage. It's one of the smaller maps. So one garage, easy enough. So what I want to do is get all the watch points first, and then go ahead and get the garage. It looks like there's a road that goes right to that garage, so that'll be easy enough to get to. So first thing I want to do is kit this truck out with the garage parts, garage trailer, and go switch to the next truck. Not that one. Get this one. I want this one to be... Oops. Oh, wait, this one can actually get a crane. Ooh, you know what? I haven't... I don't know which one would be better for carrying the crane. I really don't. You know what? I haven't driven this one in a while, so this will be the crane truck instead of the rescue truck. That orange one I'll turn into the rescue truck when after it delivers the... Oh, you know what? I don't like the way that's weighing down the wheels. Well, maybe it's just the angle it's sitting on. Alright, now let's hop over to the Jeep. Get this thing all kitted out. Oh, no, not that. Get the spare wheel in the trunk. Get it started. And get moving. So yes, first thing I want to do is grab all these watch points. So I want to go take a right out of here, head down this way. And straight down to that watch point, and then I'll have to circle back around or something, hit one all these. That's the first thing I want to do is get this map uncloaked. That way I actually know where I'm going with the Jeep. That's if I actually, you know what? I said I was going to take a right. I didn't take the right. I kept going straight. Cut through this forest here real quick. Come on. Oh, really? You're going to get stuck on that little tree? See, the Jeeps in this game aren't bad. They don't use up a whole lot of fuel, but they like to get stuck relatively easily, like this. Like, maybe bringing the Jeep was a bad idea. Maybe I should just use another truck. I would have better luck with a full-size truck than this. It's just a little bit more maneuverable, but it can't really carry anything. It's just more of an exploration, just kind of just fun vehicle. Going up into high. Get things moving along a little bit. So here's our first node. I also want to go back and do the challenges again, try to get all the bonus objectives. I went through the challenges, and I never recorded them. I just kind of did whatever with them. I just did them myself, and that was that. But a lot of them I didn't complete with all the bonus objectives, so I want to go back and get all those bonus objectives done. I mean, there's a fair amount of content in SPINTIRES already. But I think the developer wants to add a little bit more in terms of vehicles and maps. Personally, I hope that they add like nationality-based vehicle packs. If they had like an American vehicle pack, they would bring in like you know, Fords, Chevys, Dodges, stuff like that. Just your well-known American trucks. Then they might have like, you know, Japanese vehicle packs or whatever. I mean, that's a little far-fetched, but like if they have like a Japanese vehicle pack, they'll have, you know, Nissan Titans and stuff like that. And I think that would be a good addition to the game for sure. The big plus side to the Jeep is that it uses no fuel. I mean, if you're not like really like if the engine is just or like not the engine, but like if you're cruising along on a road or whatever, like an asphalt road in this game, it says it uses 0 liters a minute. Like nothing. Just check the map real quick. Okay, so I gotta go right here. Is that it? No, it's just a stick. Okay. Go right. You know what, I'm gonna follow this river. It doesn't look too deep. Or creek. Just let it carry me. Ooh, that is a little deep. There we go. Oh, there's the launch point right there. Yeah. Oh no, don't tip. Don't tip. Gotta be a little careful here. Getting a little bit of water damage. Oh no. Okay. I just gotta find it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's one watch point done. That unlocked a fair bit of the map. So now I gotta back out, go back the way I came up, or through the forest, depending. Go here, turn off. Oops. Turn off. Go in here. And come straight out to that watch point. Hit that one, and then we are done. And then we can deliver the garage parts and start doing the logging. See, like the Jeep is a good idea, but kind of a bad idea. I mean, it'll get you where you're going, but not much else. But the good thing about it is you can easily cut through forests like this, where the big trucks definitely cannot. They mostly just get bogged down and or stuck on trees. So, depending on how you're using it, the Jeep is a good idea or a bad idea. It's also recallable, which is good. I noticed in high though, it likes to just spin through mud more than anything. It doesn't really do a whole lot more than that. But it's definitely a good little vehicle for either just messing around or just basic work. Like if a truck got stuck or a little bit banged up, you can easily get to it with the Jeep. Or if the truck flipped over, the Jeep should have enough power to pull it over, depending on how it sits. Well, that was a lot of damage. Ooh, a lot of rocks. Let me repair that real quick. Let's use the trunk. There. So getting all these watch points should be relatively fast. I mean, it's a pretty small map. Oh yeah, okay. Turn off here and follow the road down here. And that's also another downside of the Jeep is that when you're gliding over rocks and stuff like that, it's pretty low. Like the skid plates and stuff are really low on it. So like if you're in high gear and you just like scrape a rock, it'll damage the Jeep a fair bit. And since it's a smaller vehicle, it can't take a whole lot. I mean, like it has 300, I guess like not repair points, but you know, like health points, I guess. Until it stops working completely. compared to a lot of the other trucks, which have like, you know, 600 to like a couple thousand or whatever it is. And I am not sure if this Jeep is heavy enough to cross this current. I'm steering all the way to the left, and it's still pushing me a good amount. Just gonna winch that tree real quick, pull me out of here before it carries me off into the ocean. Back up and high, get moving again. I wonder if automatic like this would be faster. Because sometimes automatic isn't, sometimes it is, depending on the vehicle where you are. Might be a little too fast. And it just lost all momentum. Yeah. I think I'm just going to keep it in high. High's the best bet. So here's the fuel station. We don't need fuel, but I'm still going to top it up as I get stuck pulling in. Okay, let me check the map too. Okay, so if I go kind of just off to my right through this forest area, launch point should be through there. Seems easy enough to get to. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Just through the forest. Oh, yeah, there goes more damage. You see, I bottom out on like that, those little rocks. Oh, as I run into a tree. It is pretty quick though too, because it is obviously a lighter vehicle, right? So it's definitely not slow. So that's another plus to it. So I think I'm gonna come back through here. Head straight through there, kind of follow that little beach area to the watch point, or as close to the watch point as I can get. Seems to be the fastest route. More damage. Yeah, it's a good thing I brought the trunk and the spare along. I think I might need it. Oh yeah, so yeah, apparently bottoming out does a lot of damage, but when I blatantly run into a rock, it doesn't do anything. More damage. You know, I'm just gonna kind of barrel through here. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage when you do start to bang it around, but and I do have that spare and what's left of the trunk repair points, so I should be okay until the next, or yeah, well, until the next watch point. I have been I have been watching like the original Spintires for quite a while. I remember when I was like when I first found it, I absolutely fell in love with the game and I really, really wanted to play it, but at the time I didn't have a PC, and I still don't have a PC that can play it like, you know, at half decent graphics. I mean, I would have to play it on like the worst settings ever. So, and I heard that it's not really that much big of a, oops, that was a fail. That big of a labor-intensive game. It's just that I never really, like, I never had time or the money to, yeah, as I was saying, I never had enough time to sit back and, you know, build a beefy PC to play games. I always just stuck with console. I've always been a console gamer. So I was pretty bummed out when I found out that this game wasn't on console. And then I think in October it was, early October, when this game was released, or not like released, but revealed, or maybe it was even September. I was extremely excited, and being able to play the game that I've always wanted to play on my console is definitely a plus for me. So, oh, okay, so I gotta go. Should I just use the Jeep, or should I just hop in the C255? 98 liters. Ooh, I don't know if it's... Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with the Jeep. We've been driving it this far, so it's still good on fuel. So I think I'm gonna follow this road up, because it kind of curves around here. And, what I'm going to do. I mean, it was already in reverse, but... Okay, so go left. It's another thing I like about hardcore is that if you leave differential lock on hard surfaces, or just like when the wheels aren't really like, you know, spinning freely, like it would like they would in mud, it'll threaten to damage the differentials, which I think is a pretty nice feature. So it forces you to turn it off when you're not when you don't need it, I should say, like when the wheels aren't spinning in mud. So it's definitely a welcome feature. That wasn't in casual. Casual, you can just... Casual is really just for messing around or really just kind of getting your footing in the game. Hardcore is really the real SPINTIRES experience, I should say. You know, your vehicles go through a lot more fuel. I'm not sure if the mud physics slightly change in hardcore, like it's easier to get stuck. They might, they might not. I haven't really, you know, tried to test that. Oh, yes, this thing's getting banged up. I'm gonna repair that real quick. Come on, what? There we go. Well, I've used up all my supplies, so I hope I don't accidentally slam this thing into a tree hard enough to kill it, because if so, I'll have to recall it, and that is... I don't really feel like doing that. Going first person here for a little bit. I'm stuck on a tree. Yeah, there we go. Back up into high. More damage. More damage. I understand I'm kind of barreling through the terrain, but I'm driving this thing like I would drive a big truck. And this thing is just... This thing can't take it. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this episode of MUDRUNNER. In the next video, I plan to hit that last watch point, get the garage, and start to do a little bit of logging. I'm going to try to keep these episodes a little bit more condensed. I don't feel like a 40-minute long SPINTIRES video isn't going to be that entertaining, so I'd rather release just small parts. Try to keep them the 20-minute mark. Yeah, leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so if you feel like it, and thanks for watching.